Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for this new figure unboxing and review we're going to be looking at the Studio Series Deluxe number 93 Hot Rod figure. So this is the version from the Last Night movie. What we're going to do with this video, we're going to unbox him live in a second, have a look at the entire contents of the packaging. We're going to have a detailed look at him in both of his modes to help you decide how you want to display him. We're going to have a quick look and do some comparisons with some other Studio Series figures that came out for the same film, as well as some other Studio Series figures that are in other movies, but it's just good to give you a guide of, I suppose, just how big they are and indeed, how they size up all together. Right, so as you can already see, the box is already opened, and the main reason for that is because I want to do these two figures pretty much together, and usually with my videos I keep them all sealed, but I want to be able to do the comparison with these for both of the videos. Right, but when I took him out of the packaging, it's literally exactly the same as this. The one thing I do need to say though is that with this, as I was taking him out of the packaging, and whether it's had a knock-on effect since then I don't know, is that these, especially in the leg, they just seem to pop off very easily, and I did have a couple of issues as well when I was doing the transformation, which I'll discuss in a second. He comes with this one accessory here, which I also believe you can take this part off, which I'm going to have a good look at. Yes, yeah, there you can. So you can take this off, so it also looks just like a normal blaster, and of course not just like the normal time gun, but we'll have a look at that in a second. We've got the fake London backdrop there, and then we've got the real one here. Fake and real. This is of course the actual proper display stand that would come and you would use. There it is, the London Escape, and we'll leave that there for now, and of course the instructions as well. Now, to be honest, this figure is really nice. It's very intricate, it's highly detailed, and hopefully I can do my best at showing you that in this. So there's the head sculpt, which I'm sure you'll agree does look really good. You can see there's molding detail all in it. You've got the four different colors there: blue eyes, orange face, and then of course you've got your darky, it's like a really dark browny color. Then you've got the silver on the top. The articulation will go all the way around. You can see it's like a mushroom peg. Shoulders, as you can see, are on ball and socket, so they've got full articulation all the way around, up and down. You've got a shoulder swivel, bicep flexion. You've even got wrist swivel as well. You've got a full waist swivel. You've got hips on ball and sockets, which we've pointed out, knee bend, ankle tilt and rock. I mean, everything you'd expect with a deluxe figure, and to be honest, with this, perhaps a little more. As I say, for his price point, he is highly articulated with this wrist swivel, and indeed highly detailed. The transformation process I've done on a separate video ready to upload is 26 steps. It really is very intricate. As I've also said, there's great detail here on the molding on his forearms, on the top of his shoulders, in his midsection. It really looks like the inner workings of a robot. There's nothing negative to say about this at all. He stands really well. The back kibble isn't too much, and what I mean by that is if you compare it to the other Autobot crosshairs from the same movie, I mean, the back kibble on him is huge, but of course these are completely different toys, and as I've just said, this one here is very minimal. It folds up and over itself really well and really intricately. So as I've said, let's have a quick look at the time gun just as itself, as a blaster. And even there's the detail there on the barrel, and then of course you've got all the main detail there on this. One other thing I do need to add, but I've not got it here, I've just got a sealed one, is the 2017, no, the original version, sorry, 2017 was Last Night. The original version, deluxe version of Hot Rod, I've got, but it's sealed, so I haven't got him available to do any comparisons. But this guy, as you can see, and you can tell in the pictures, is in a different league compared to him. There he is with the blaster. The other thing as well is, I'm pretty sure, I was having a look at this, yeah, you can, it's not in the instructions either, this isn't, you can store the gun on his hips via this tab here. You got a tab here like this, so you can sort of holster the gun if you want. It should go, he says, normally it does. Let's have another look. It did on the little practice I did anyway. Maybe I'm putting the wrong thing in. Where is it? It should do, because it's the same mushroom peg when he's in the car mode, which you'll see in a second. What it does is it fits in. Let's have another go at this side. I've just lost it. There it is, to fit. There we go. See, so you can holster his weapon if you wanted to. It should have worked on the other side. I can't explain why not, but it's just a bonus feature that we've worked out because it's not, as I say, listed in the instructions at all. Now again, everything's folded up really nicely, and I'm just going to bring crosshairs in again just for some comparisons, because as I've said, these two are in the same movie. Yeah, this is both. No, it's not. This is the Last Night one. I'm getting totally mixed up. They are. Yes, they are. It's because I remember he was in the Age of Extinction movie beforehand, and yeah, this is their Last Night versions. He's slightly all over the place, but they scale really well together. These two have definitely upped the game with the deluxe Studio Series figures. I've already reviewed the Fallen, which came after this, and again, that's a brilliant version of that figure, much better than the original. This is a deluxe side swipe figure, so you can see he's actually the tallest of the three, and he's definitely going to be taller than this. Again, different movie, but just to give you an idea of scale and size with the figures all lined up together. One quick thing before we have a quick look at him in his alternate mode is I'm just going to put him on his display stand at the back like so. I've got no reflection, I don't think, so it's not too bad. He's definitely got to be posed in robot mode anyway. You would think this would fold out, of course. Maybe not actually, maybe in car mode, because it looks like he's bashing through there, but that's how he looks on the stand in the display there. There's really not much more to say about him in robot mode, apart from very surprised at just how good he is. And as I've already mentioned, the fact that he is a deluxe figure with the intricate transformation process, the fact that everything is tucked away really nicely. I mean, just to give you an idea, there's bits on the back of the doors there, there's bits on the underside of the roof there, there's a whole of this midsection here that folds out and twists out. It really is quite intricate, as I say. So if you're looking to get this yourself and you don't want the transformation ruined, you don't have to see it. If you want to see it, as I've already just said, it is in another video. So on that point now, we're going to come back and we're going to see him in his alternate mode. Okay then, so here he is in the absolutely stunning, let's be honest, alternate mode. It looks so good. You can see that the wheels, I know it sounds really daft, but I always like to point it out, they do spin around no problem whatsoever, clearance all the way through. Again, if you wanted to be a teeny bit pedantic, it might have been nice if we just had a different colour perhaps for the tyre, and although everything does click together really well and hold it all together, you can see now what I meant, and I keep going on about this and I do apologise, about intricacy. I mean, look at all the joins across all of this. You can tell how much engineering has gone into this. It really has. We've got the lovely Lamborghini badge on the front there. Yeah, everything slots together, clicks together. It just fits really nicely. Even on the underside, there's not too much giving away as to what, you know, what's going on there with it being robot wise. And under there, it's not too bad at all, but perhaps a little bit like Crosshairs. Maybe if they'd have frosted it or just made it slightly tinted, you wouldn't see everything what is there. But again, it's not detrimental. I don't want to make out that it is. Spoiler on it looks fantastic. Wing mirrors on it there. It's beautiful, isn't it? It really is. This is him, funnily enough, compared to Crosshairs. You can see again, they both have gone to town with, and just how really good it is. Again, it's really nice that they've got the official licensing there from Lamborghini to replicate the alternate modes, and I think that's probably why it's as good as it is, because if they've got, you know, Lamborghini on board and they're allowing them to make these amazing toys and use their vehicles in the films, they might as well do exactly this. Just, you know, do the best possible version of the product they can. Now, not the same movie, but to give you an idea of size and scale, bigger than the Bumblebee movie one. And again, the best thing about this is, look, the colours stay the same all the way through, whereas with this you've got a different shade of yellow here, unfortunately, whereas with this it's symmetrical all the way around, and the orange trim just really accentuates and makes it look so much better. So we've got Jolt here as well. Now you can see she's a little bigger, more streamlined than Jolt, obviously because of the car, but great figures. All of them are really good. Again, quick apologies, there is no transformation process of this on this particular video. You can watch it in another one though, and again it'll hopefully give you an idea of, I suppose, the engineering that went into this, because it is spectacular. Not much more to say about this apart from let's bring out the time gun. And this is obviously the pegs on the back, which I was trying to get it to fit in, and it should have been as effortless as this, to be honest. It literally should have just popped in like that in robot mode, but it didn't, did it? But that's how easy it is. You can choose which side you want to pop it on. It's not hindered at all in any way. You can see it just rests on the side, and the good thing about this is, unlike the crosshairs, you can store it on there once you've done the transformation process. You don't have to worry about storing it away or hiding it under anything under there. I imagine you perhaps could with that big gap, but I'm not going to try, and there's nothing I've seen that proves that, to be honest. But there we go. There's nothing else to say about this. Let me know what you think of him in the comments. You might already have him. He just, yeah, he's such a great figure, and it is, as I say, it's really, really exciting times for Studio Series fans, with the fact we've got Rise of the Beasts coming up very soon. So there you go, guys. This was Studio Series 93, Age of Extinction. No, it wasn't. It was The Last Night Hot Rods. Take care, guys.